All right, let's talk about the future of systems integrators, or SIers. Artificial intelligence is evolving at a breakneck pace, and it's not just a new tool. It's about to completely rewrite the rules of the entire industry. So today, we're going to break down exactly how. Here's the plan. We're going to look at 3 distinct waves of AI. We'll see what each one does, how it's going to impact the industry, and, most importantly, what you can do to navigate the changes and come out on top. Okay, let's jump right in.
So this timeline gives you the big picture. We're in the ANI wave right now, the age of the AI assistant. But coming up fast is AGI, the virtual professional. And beyond that, ASI, which is a whole new reality. Each of these isn't just a step up in tech, it's a fundamental shift in what humans are even needed for.
Let's start with what's happening right here, right now. Wave 1, ANI. It's already sending tremors through the industry, and it's taking aim at the very heart of the classic SI business model, the idea of billing by the man-month.
So what is ANI? You probably know it as generative AI. Think of it as this incredible translator that speaks both human language and programming languages fluently. You can tell it what you want in plain English, and boom, it generates code, it runs tests, it even writes the documentation. This is a game changer, and it means the value of all that manual, repetitive work is just cratered.
Now check this out, because this is really important. The impact of AI isn't the same for everyone. If you're a junior developer, heads up, because the disruption is massive. One senior engineer can now do the work of a whole team by managing AI. But look over at consulting. Their role becomes even more critical, because now it's all about human judgment and figuring out what's actually valuable to the business.
So this leads to the million-dollar question for pretty much everyone in this field, right? If the robots are doing all the routine stuff, what are you supposed to do? How do you stay essential?
Here's the strategy. You have to move up the value chain. It's that simple. Don't try to compete with AI on speed. You will lose. Instead, your job is to manage it, to direct it, and to apply it with a deep, specialized knowledge of an industry, like finance or healthcare, that an AI just doesn't have the context for.
Okay, let's look at what's next. Wave 2, AGI. And you gotta understand, if ANI was just a tremor, AGI is the earthquake that brings the whole building down. This is the end of the SER business model as we know it. You see, AGI is not a tool. It's not something you use. It's basically a virtual team member. It can take a vague idea from a client and just run with it. It can define the requirements, design the system, build it, and maintain it, all on its own. And this table just drives the point home. Look at the escalation here. AGI doesn't just change roles like development or project management. The impact is destructive. It makes them obsolete. The whole complex process of building software gets boiled down to a simple workflow. You instruct, and then you approve. That's it.
So this forces us to ask a much deeper question. If the how of building something is totally solved by AGI, what's left for us? What becomes our real contribution?
The survival strategy in the AGI wave is a complete pivot. You have to move away from technical skills and towards human wisdom. It's no longer about how to build something, but why you should build it in the first place. Your job becomes defining value, taking full responsibility for what the AI creates, and managing those messy, emotional, uniquely human relationships that no machine can handle.
And now we peer over the horizon to the third and final wave, ASI. At this point, we're not talking about changing the industry anymore. We're talking about the entire concept of systems integration as something humans do becoming completely obsolete.
It's honestly hard to even imagine what AI is. This is an intelligence so far beyond our own that it could achieve what would take us centuries of progress in a matter of seconds. A human trying to design a system in an AI world, it's like an ant trying to build a smartphone. It's just meaningless.
And here's where it goes from digital to physical. The idea is that an ASI wouldn't just be software. It would be the brain controlling a global swarm of nanorobots, its body. These tiny machines could build and repair anything at a molecular level. Roads that fix their own potholes, buildings that reinforce themselves. Infrastructure wouldn't be built, it would grow and heal itself.
So the impact on jobs, it's absolute. When a system can see a problem coming and solve it before a human even knows it exists, what's the point of a salesperson, a developer, or a manager? These roles simply cease to exist.
So what's left? How do you survive that? Well, your strategy has nothing to do with technology anymore. It's about championing everything that makes us human, even our flaws. Your job might be to design beautiful, inefficient things in a perfectly optimized world, or to be a philosopher wrestling with what it means to be human, or simply to provide empathy and companionship, the one thing a perfect machine can never truly offer.
Okay, we've gone on quite a journey through these three incredible waves of change. So let's pull it all together and figure out what this all means for your career starting today.
This table really nails the entire evolution. Your role shifts from an AI user to an AI commander, and finally, to a philosopher. You go from being a builder to a manager to a guardian of human values. It's an incredible escalation.
But let's land this plane back in the present. For right now, for this current AI wave, this quote is everything. Your immediate priority isn't to be afraid of AI, it's to master it. Become the engineer who uses AI because they're the ones who are going to win the next decade.
But as we look to the future, the challenge really changes from a technical one to one of vision and purpose. Your value won't come from knowing the answers, it'll come from asking the right questions. So I'll leave you with this thought to chew on. When you have the ultimate tool, the ultimate subordinate, what do you believe is actually worth building? Thanks for watching.